And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for some more Marvel Future Fight. Kicking it off in Otherworld Battle as usual. However, we getting bodied. Holy. Damn. What up, Icon? This boy awake at this hour? Crazy. Yeah, everybody's using Maddie. Oh yeah, you got a 5K run. Good luck, bro. What up, Jamie? What up, Aya? Yeah, that gore love is not spreading like I thought it would still. Alright, Icon, do your thing, bro. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in! Yeah. About to go make some nickels. Do your thing, bro. Not lock in like my knees. Maybe the play is not to start with Sentry. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm seeing everybody using Madeline instead of Gore, which is crazy. Brilliant Greed, Null or Gore. For me, I have both of them with Conquest right now, just experimenting. But Null with AV. If you're gonna keep Null and AV together all the time, then the Brilliant Greed might be fine for you. Strife can't do it, unfortunate. So close. He got close though. Andre! What's up, man? Damn. Damn. Like, does he make that big a difference, bro? Like, if I actually take out Gore and put Maddie in? I'm so curious. I know we're not gonna be fighting the same people, but I am just genuinely curious. Have I tested Null, Gore, AV lineup in timeline battle? Yep, I've been testing it. And you're about to see me use it again? Wow. Wow. Wowzer. Wow. Okay, that's only one fight, but like, really? Really, bro? Maddie is... Have I seen the X-Men 97 Season 2 trailer? No, I have not. No, I have not. No, I have not. Do we have a release date for it? For season 2? I know it's supposed to be sometime this summer. Watch it. I will watch it. I will watch it. July 1st? Oh, okay. Okay. Are they doing episode by episode, or are they gonna drop it all at once? Top of the morning to you. What's good, Big Ron? Yeah, Maddie's still in there. Okay, we gonna lose this one. It looks like, but actually, wow! Not Silver Surfer, not Silver Surfer beating. No. All right, we've seen all we need to see. We'll keep Maddie in the team for now. Wow. So if AV's not in the cut, it's a wrap for Gore. That's not good. Bro's using a greed? What's up, Agas? We doing good. We doing good. I think I did, yeah. I'm just double checking right now. Yeah, I think I did. It's supposed to reset in like 2 days. Yeah, appreciate you reminding me. I do. Because I be forgetting. Damn. Wolverine got him. What's on this guy? Brilliant Conquest to Goro Wolverine. I'll give it a Wolverine first, to be honest. Does Wolverine counter everyone in timeline? Not everyone, no. He can do some work, but what up, Randy? See, you have a good sense of humor, Randy. I appreciate that. Some other people would be super upset. They would take it personally. Also, don't think I didn't see that you have Doctor Doom at 1 star. I just didn't say nothing about it because Doctor Doom is kind of ass right now. That's the you, by the way, Randy. In case you're wondering. If I was fully offended from that, then my life would suck. See, that's true. That's true. That's a good way to look at it. What's your thought process when putting up defense team in TBA? I try to make it so that people have a hard time. Make the tankiest teams possible. Make people think twice. Set your 3 strongest team as your first teams so that people can't get domination bonus off of you. Having a hard time in TBA Platinum League? Who are your 3 strongest PvP characters? You have a similar build to me? Which, wait, hold on. In terms of cards, like which one of my card sets? Like PvP or PvE? Also, what do your swords look like? What do your CTPs look like? There's a lot of moving parts. Brilliant Conquest on. Hold on. Gore, Sentry, Kang, Wolverine. Brilliant Greed on Wolverine. If you can, just use that over the Conquest, but yeah, like a few brilliants already. What's the artifact situation? How much HP do you have on you? Well, I guess if you say you have similar, so I'm assuming it's the same. And you say you're struggling in platinum? Oh no, that might be somebody else. Like, there's no way you would be struggling in platinum if you have the same. Unless you're just picking poorly in terms of who you're matching up your teams against. Alright, there's no way you'll be struggling if you're... Then again, emblems are a moving part too that you need to consider. Team up collection. So many different ways to juice your stats, right? Oh, Brilliant Conk on Wolverine, Brilliant Greed on Null, okay. And where are you ranked now in TBA, you said? You were ranked 5 yesterday? Now you're down to 25? That's great. What do you mean? Bro, you're killing it. What do you mean? You're unless you're in sorry. Unless you're in one of the top 5 alliances, people are gonna farm you, so you're always gonna be dropping ranks. Unless you're in like Winergy or Nemesis or something. Because there's like an agreement between people in those alliances not to attack each other. Alright, so if you're not in like one of the big 5, then you're gonna get farmed. So 25 is really good. Like, if you're just doing it from like an unknown alliance or like an alliance with no allegiance to anyone. So you just have to make yourself as strong as possible to not be a target, you know? Or make it so that when they attack you, they lose, and then they inform the other people not to fuck with you, because they're gonna lose. Oh, 34% all. Oh, wow. 34% physical defense on top of 50 all defense? That's insane. That's better than me, because I don't think I have any physical defense, bro. I have 3%. I gotta bring my my all defense up to like 70, 75, 80%. That's one of the things holding me back right now. At what point do you want to start getting brilliant CTPs? At the point where you're at? Oh wait. Oh, sorry, I was talking to Shaka. Brilliant support CTPs are primarily for PvP. If you're trying to get into Challenger, besides that, you don't need brilliant support CTPs. I think I have 2, and I do pretty well. Could I do better? Absolutely. If I had more brilliant liberations and brilliant insights, I would definitely do better. I'm gonna miss that light. Oh no, I'm gonna miss a second light. No, crowded. Unless you get it from a random chest, no point in investing in brilliant support CTPs until you have all your metas covered. Yeah, like when you get to the point where you have like 10, 15 brilliant conquests that you can move around to cover all of your top guys. And I say 10, 15 because you don't want to constantly be stripping, but you can if you want to. But yeah, 10, 15 brilliant conquests, couple greeds, then yeah. But that's assuming you already have like a bunch of rages and at least 2 competition. So you'd have to have about 50 brilliants in my mind to start actually target farming support CTPs. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, okay. Bro not playing no games. I don't think Riri can finish. Ooh. I guess we about to find out today. Oh boy. I don't even remember her rotation, bro. I have not used her as an actual DPS. Yeah, I think I got a brilliant insight from that same event. Because I have one as well. How much does a 200 EQ versus... What do you mean? Oh, you mean elite gear? EQ? What do you mean EQ? Pretty much the elite gear bonuses what you're chasing, bro, is this. The extra points for ignoring enemy damage decrease. Or like more damage reduction. Alright? So that's the difference. The difference is you have 3 points when you're at 160. And then if you're at 200, I don't think I have anyone for PvP at 200. Oh no, I think I might have... No, I think I might have Wolverine at 200 actually. Alright, yeah. But for him, yeah. So yeah, that's the real difference, to be honest. Alright. 15% and then 1% extra damage reduction versus we go to somebody who's at 160. I think she's also at 160. No, she's at 180. The max HP and the all attack is nice, but You can see the difference, right? You got 4% here versus another like what, 11% and a little bit of damage reduction. In this case, he would get HP though. As free to play, I'm keeping all my tunes at 140, so I don't have to invest here for materials. I wouldn't invest in all your tunes, just the like top 5 guys. So like your Gore, Maddie, Wolverine, Kang, Sentry. No. For PvP, it matters. And then for ABX, ABL, it really just comes down to the ones that you want to hit 18 million with. Now, some people, they go all the way to 201 character. And it does make a big difference, to be honest, with that 15% extra damage, especially if the character doesn't have any, like Null has it on his second skill, I believe. If the character doesn't have any way to ignore enemy damage decrease, it matters a lot to get 15%, right? But if they have a little bit already, which most of the meta guys do, right? Kang has 20% on his uniform bonus. Pretty sure Sentry has it as well. So for the ones who don't have it coming from anywhere, getting some, very, very, very impactful. Can't remember if Wolverine has it natively. For sure, it was before his time, right? It's crazy how low his damage reduction is, 20%. Yeah, so I'd say Wolverine probably benefits the most from it, no? Yeah. I would say Wolverine probably benefits the most from getting his elite gear maxed. Because he doesn't have any. I didn't even realize how low comparatively his damage reduction is to the other guys. He still feels so tanky though. Hopefully his next uniform bumps him up to 45. Whoo! He's about to be eaten. My Wolverine is hella stacked. I love my Wolverine, bro. Wolverine is my guy. I wish upon a star that Deadpool would get a uniform that makes him anywhere close to Wolverine level, bro. You know? Oh man, I would go in, bro. I would go in. But Wolverine had, Deadpool had a run when he was one of the best for, actually he was the best for World Boss. And during the defense down era, that was a long time ago. Alright. So, Wolverine never had that, but now he's like so good for PvP and PvE. Deadpool is just mid-tier for everything. Well, actually, not even for World Boss and stuff. He's actually not that good, but for PvP, he's like middling. Around the same level as Apocalypse and stuff. Which, when you say it out loud, it sounds good because Apocalypse, obviously, in the comics is really good. I'm looking forward to what we see for X-Men 97 Season 2 because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get something for Apocalypse. If they know what's good for them. I don't know what's in the trailer, but if they know what's good for them, they better give us something for Apocalypse, push him back in the meta. Still don't think he's gonna be like top 5 though, because the top 5 guys are so good now, man. Well, season 1 ended off with us seeing Apocalypse, right? So makes sense that they would give us something for him. Which unfortunately means since we didn't get anything for Jubilee, depending on how amazing season 2 is, we didn't get anything for Jubilee in season 1, nothing for Nightcrawler. They might just be left behind once again. I don't know. We'll see. Once I watch the trailer, I'll have a better understanding of what's going on. You think Cyclops gonna get... Sorry, Cyclops. Psylocke, sorry. Close enough. About to get something? I don't know. It would free her from paywall jail. That would be crazy. Right? Because then we get Luna Snow, White Fox, Black Cat, Psylocke. 4 paywall characters getting free-to-play uniforms. Would be insane in the membrane. In the same year, within a matter of like a couple months. Crazy. How important is instinct damage for ABXL, and how to increase? Feel like my account is pretty stacked but not feeling the high scores. It's important if you're trying to hit like 18 million ABL and stuff. If you're trying to hit like 21, 23, 24 million ABX. What is the most important for characters that use a CTP of competition? How to increase it is pretty much just artifacts, emblems, tier 4 buff obviously. What counts as high instinct attack? Hold on. I'll show you in a bit. Oh, by the way, don't copy what you... Oh, why this guy Miles, bro. This guy Miles popped out. Don't copy this team. I'm just being a rebel and not tier 4 in Bullseye. Okay? So, what you see me using is not the meta. The meta is actually Bullseye. But I'm not tier 4 in Bullseye. Even though he's the best. I thought I timed that and positioned myself well enough. Unfortunately, I did not. Okay, come on. This is such a bad run, but it's a terrible season because of where the cancel is for Miles. And because Miles gets cancelled out of his fort if this guy moves. It's crazy because I'm being stubborn. I have the materials and I could so easily just tier 4 Bullseye and make life so much better for myself. And it's not even like I hate Bullseye. See, it got cancelled again. I keep thinking I'm close enough to the wall to stay in my fort, but it's just not. Such a bad run. Thought you were the only one without tier 4 Bullseye? No, you're not, bro. And again, it's not because Bullseye's bad. He's actually very good for this. And you would actually be able to use him for, I think, ABX and ABL. So I'm kind of being a dummy for not doing this. But I kind of want to tier 4 somebody else. I'm leaning on, I want to tier 4 Frank. Because I really like Frank. And also, he's good for AC. So it's like I'm choosing an AC character over an ABXL character. Stupid. You should not do that. Because it's not like I'm struggling in AC, but as you can see, I'm clearly struggling. Well, I'm not struggling for ABX ABL. Like, I'm hitting decent scores on the day that I use Miles, but obviously the scores could be way, way better, right? But I don't know, man. I'm just being a stupid. Punisher is in the Spider-Man movie. See, then there you go. Like, okay, I'm gonna pretend like that's the reason why I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for giving me an out. Let me see. Okay, I'm getting target farmed. Yeah, see? I gotta get stronger, bro. I gotta get stronger. I'm in the 200 range, bro. Alright, let's try not to lose any more fights. These two are at 300. Let's see what you got there. Let's see what you got there. This guy has more points. I want to go for this guy. Ghost Rider or Storm? Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna say Storm. I'm gonna say Storm. I'm gonna have to say Storm. Wow. What a way to start. I'm actually shocked. This is the one that I didn't think would go my way. I was hoping it would, but I didn't think it would. Okay, this one, I didn't know what to expect here. I didn't expect Maddie and a hero buffing team, but like this is kind of crazy. Okay, I thought for a second Goro was gonna lose to like a Wolverine counter team, which is insane. Ouch. Alright, Nola's doing okay. Now he got zeroed. And now he's gonna run around like a fool. Why Ghost Rider instead of Adam? Cost. Cost. And also so that if people attack me using like a null team or whatever. So just having Maddie and Hela together is good enough to 99% of the time counter enemy Wolverine. Ghost Rider is there just in case, as a just in case, and then he can also be a villain counter if I need him to. guy's 24. So we're gonna go for him. This is how I get my losses, by the way. Because I only go for points. I don't go for, oh, can I for sure beat this person? This is how you end up losing. This is not the play, okay? I look at the people who have the most points. I assume because they have the most points, they're really strong. And I want to fight strong people. That's the whole purpose of building a strong account. And when I lose, then it tells me, okay, I gotta level up, you know? Level up, double up, triple up. I think that's Kang he's hiding in there. Let's see. Damn. A sentry's tanky as a motherfucker. Got him though. Jeez. Yeah, I was hopeful. No, I was hopeful, but not quite. If he can pop his tier 4, he is in Gore, then there might be a chance that he can hang around long enough, but not quite. Okay. Probably should have did this in the opposite order. Send Sentry against the Kang, which I knew was lurking there, and then Gore against his daddy. Watch for Maddie here. No, we got her. Okay. For 24.49. Fat Boo. So I'm assuming Gore is at the top. So do I put Gore against Gore and see what's happening there? Washam. What country am I from? I'm from Canada, my boy. Canada, my good sir. How big of an upgrade is Sentry MCU uniform over Void? Pretty substantial. It took some testing after it first came out for us to see it, but yeah, no one uses Void anymore for that very reason. Unless you're in like the bottom leagues. Wow, they both killed each other at the same time. But like, I think mine died first, but then in death, I took the ops with me. Wolverine got blitzed there. Damn. Logan. See, rescue is so clutch, bro. All y'all that are free to play, that if you want to do well in TBA and you have a Wolverine, get rescue, bro. She's so clutch. Get rescue on Wasp. It may not seem that like they that good, but they really good, bro. Sentry on the wake up dropping 2 bodies, crazy. Get the ooh, not quite though. No domination play. This is what you want to happen though. You want to set a defense team that's strong enough to make sure that no one can get domination off of you, right? Even if they win, you want to make sure that they're not getting domination. So what these people are doing is exactly what they should do. The people who can get domination are the ones who ultimately rise above to the top. So, well, don't lose and get domination. Can I get a 25? Can I -25. Is it too greedy? Ooh, Matthew. This guy's from Nemesis. Let's see. Let's see now, yeah? We probably lose this one, but we gotta do it. We have to. We must. We must challenge ourselves, brothers. You're struggling to watch the stream recently because of time issue. Wanted some advice on my account, but can't. Hand on what? Hand on much. Guess no luck. It's okay. I'm here pretty much every day, so like, once your time situation gets better, it's all good. I'll still be here, hopefully. Nice. Got his Kang out. How do you get into a top alliance? Won't it be full all the time? Well, yeah. If you're trying to go into like the top 5 alliances, what do you consider to be a top alliance? Alright. If you're trying to get into an alliance that's in like the top 5, those people spend the most money, then they usually congregate to each other, right? But eventually, people quit. They get burnt out. They run out of money. They start losing, or they reforge a bunch of times and then get bad luck and decide whatever, they don't want to play anymore, or they what you call it, have life obligations, stuff like that. Like a top 10 alliance, yeah, usually those are full a lot of times. But if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, the last one was kind of BS. But whatever. Sometimes you can sneak in. But like I said, stuff happens. People quit all the time. Alright, so we managed to hit one of them Nemesis boys. They about to hit me all day today. $25. I don't know this person. Never seen their name before, I think. Actually, I kind of want to see. Am I risking too much? I kind of want to see. What do you use your... Oh, what do I use my TBA tokens on? I'll show you in a sec. It's pretty much just tier 4 materials, elite gear mats, and sometimes I'll buy like a token if I feel like I'm close to an upgrade, a possible upgrade for a team up collection. Then I'll buy a token box and do a YOLO. Well, that's pretty much it. Come on, Logan, tap in. There we go. Show him you're not very nice, brother. There we go. Why do you need IGN for account review? I'm so confused. Should I tier 4 Gore or no first? No first. It's so sad that they took away Gore's super guard break immunity. Because even though he's offensively a little bit weaker than everybody else, that would have been the edge that could have taken him further. Oof. Blitz. Oof. Yo, Madeline, chill, my girl. You're doing too much, bro. I know you're mad that Sinister messed up your life, bro. But he also gave you life. Chill. Chill, bro. Alright, so we did alright. We did alright today. Didn't get our ass whooped, so I got go arena shop. So I usually get that. Any kind of elite gear mask that I can get. And then besides that, sometimes if I feel like, then I'll pop that. But that's pretty much it. I don't go for the CTP. And obviously I go for the tier 4 match, but I don't go for live seed because I have way too much live seed, 42. Alright, so I'm not close to getting any of these. So that was meh. Oh, let me go ahead and do this. After this, we will be doing a couple account reviews. But let me finish this first. Oh. YouTube changed ads on live stream. They split the screen now to show ads while the stream is going. Oh, really? That's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have YouTube Premium, so I never see ads ever. I'm not trying to flex or nothing. So like, I just because I spend so much time watching like YouTube, like podcasts and stuff. You know, and I also wanted the feature to be able to watch or listen in the background. I think they made that free now. Like back in the day, you had to have YouTube Premium to be able to close out of the app and let it play in the background so you could listen to like podcasts and that kind of stuff. Alright, so I wanted that feature. But that's cool. If they allow you to now to let the ads play and watch what you're trying to watch at the same time, I think that's amazing. Hopefully it's not just live stream, but if they want to start with live stream, that'd be cool. Is that the case for all of you guys, or is that just like a specific type of ads? Because I know they have different formats. Like if you guys can confirm that that also happened to you, that would be kind of cool. If that's the new format of just split screening. Because I can't check. I guess I could make a new account and then check. Like after the stream or whatever. Or I could log out of my account and then check. Don't know about mobile? Oh, true. Do I swap teams or do I just leave them? I just leave them, which is the lazy approach. It's probably better to swap teams. I wish you could. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get trapped. I wish you could set like a different defense team from your offense team. That would give some extra layer to TBA. So we probably should say something about that for a future update, because that would be so good. You could put like brilliant grades on your offensive characters. Let's just assume, right? Let's just assume that certain characters are better for offense but worse for defense, right? You could just build them. Yeah, that would be cool, because then you would need, instead of 15 characters, you would need theoretically closer to 30. So that's more money for the devs, more variety for us. It would be great. Happened to you too? It's the same on mobile? Oh, that's dope. Is that a recent thing? Because I had never heard anybody say that. That's really cool. That is really, really cool. That they now do split screen ads. You have tips on Shield Archive, how to finish it. Honestly, in terms of the farming stuff, it's just luck. It's just consistently playing the stages that drop the items and just getting lucky eventually. And the only way to increase your luck is to just keep doing it constantly. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna need to run out of this. Whoop. Nice try, buddy. So the stream keeps going, but oh, I thought you could hear the stream volume as well, but I guess they want you to actually listen to the ads. But at least you can still see what's going on. So like, if you miss like something, you can just jump back a couple seconds. I think that's pretty good. Also, did you guys hear that Google is getting rid of the search feature? I was hearing people talk about it, saying that I think starting, is it next week? You're no longer going to get links. Like when you search something on Google, you know how it pop up with like the top 10 websites related to what you just typed in? Now it's just going to be like an AI chatbot answering whatever question it was that you asked. WhatsApp Plus? What the hell is that? No, I never heard of WhatsApp Plus. I'm guessing you have to pay for that, right? I'm guessing it's an AI version. Or with more AI features. He gonna try and kill me, but I'm gonna have to kill him before that. They're dropping memberships for Insta, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Yeah. Where do you think people getting all this money from, bro? I just want to know where you think people gonna get all this money from. When considering the fact that they're trying to replace everybody, right? Like all of their employees with robots. How the hell do they think people gonna afford all this shit, bro? We got 3 minutes, so we just gotta go at a lower level and just get it done. They're charging a subscription to show who's stalking you on Insta. That's crazy. So that pretty much only matters for chicks. Because let's be real. Most dudes are not worried about that. Unless you're like desperate and you're like, I wonder if so-and-so looks at my profile. How many times did she look at my profile? Most dudes don't care about that shit, bro. Chicks care about that. They're gonna be like, so he actually likes me. Let me just keep posting that thirst trap. Brilliant Rage on Odie or Mighty Comp? Ooh. If you have extra. If you have an extra comp. I kind of want to say go with the comp, but who do you have Brilliant Rages on? Let's just say that to start. Like, is your Storm good? Is your Mephisto good? Is your Doctor Strange good? Is your Wanda good? Your Ares, if you're using him, or Hades, if you're using him, your Loki. Like who do you have Brilliant Rages on? Odin's amazing, no doubt about it. Definitely worthy, but other characters probably need it more than he does. Whereas the Mighty might be good enough for him to still be top tier, you know? I haven't watched the trailer for season 2 yet, but Apocalypse, Nightcrawler, just to start. I have so much energy. I really gotta do some more dispatch farming. Just got back into the game last month. I wanted to see if you could review my account. Alright, so I just posted what you need to do so we can get some account reviews going. For all you guys who are waiting, appreciate the patience and not spamming the chat. Appreciate you. So just follow that. Drop your IGN. Give us 3 questions. I'm gonna hit this GBR quick. What's up, Shuggy? I think I got all the H's. Got it on the first try. God damn it. Alright. Bro says he spends about $10 a month. What I should be looking for on a sword rerolling. Okay. So it's slightly different for each individual sword. But I'll give you an example of a sword I have done. or close to done. It just kind of, it's on an individual basis though. So let me see, which one of these swords is in a good spot. Pretty much most of these are in a good spot. But so for this slot right here at the bottom, the final one, you're looking for concentration because it gives you a percent value. You don't want to go for the ones that give you flat stats. You want to go for a percent value. Always aim for a percent value because that's going to give you more, right? This one needs to be re-rolled, but I left it as cool resist because Luna Snow can benefit from it. But for the resist stage here, if you get fire resist and you're using Ghost Rider for PvE with Robbie Reyes, then it might be worth it to keep it. But primarily you want to go for some type of offensive damage buff, right? So flame damage for Mephisto, lightning damage for Thor, Odin, Zeus, etc. Mind damage for Wanda. That's kind of what you're looking for. This slot right here, you can either go with crowd control for PvP or cooldown if you don't have enough coming from your cards. Next one, Alien is really good because it hits World Boss and it also hits PvP. So I would say Alien is your top priority here. Ideally getting the highest percent value that you can, but it's very, very costly to reroll. So don't get suckered in and end up spending all of your money. Inhuman would be the worst for anything that gives you either damage reduction or increased damage too, because there's no Inhuman that's good for PvP and there's no Inhuman boss, right? Human is okay because you're gonna hit Sentry, or Mutant is okay because you're gonna hit Maddie or Wolverine or Strife, right? But Alien just has more duality. It hits PvP and PvE, okay? And we have this one right here. The second one, Destruction is what you want to go for because then you're gonna hit people like Null, but also the Frost Beast, and I believe Surtur as well are Destruction Instinct. So you get PvP and PvE value. That's kind of what you want, right? And then the top one right here, Durability and Poison, kind of suck. You want to go ideally for Energy Projection because that again is going to allow you to hit into Sentry. Durability, I think, is Thanos. That's the big guy from that. Poison is worthless. So if you got Poison, reroll that shit. Okay? So very, 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 very costly endeavor. Don't get sucked into rerolling too much. Just this is like a super end game thing when you already have like really good cards. Okay? So that's kind of what you want to be looking for. Each sword is going to have slightly different stats, but always go for percent value and then look at which of the tags apply to certain meta characters and then roll for those tags. Alright. The next thing you asked about is you have 2 spare Brilliant Rages. What a nice problem to have. Oh, somebody also asked me earlier in the chat, what's high instinct damage or instinct attack? Alright, so let me show you. Like 18k instinct attack is okay. Ideally you want higher than that. If you can get into the 20, that would be amazing. Keep in mind that where you get instinct, you get it from your Urus. If you asked how you get it, you can get it from your Urus. You can also get it from your artifact. You can get it from your emblems, like this one right here. And then you can also get it from your Shield Archive. Alright. Okay. Not what you asked, but somebody asked that earlier, so I figured I'll answer it now. Okay. Alright, so let's see. For those 2 spare Brilliant Rages. Damn, bro has a brilliant. You only spend 10 a month. Damn, bro, you living large off that 10, bro. Okay. Doctor Strange could use one. Ragnarok. Okay. So 2 spare Brilliant Rages. You got Odin down here. Do you have a competition ready to go for Odin? Because that would put you in the same spot as the guy that asked last time about whether he should give Odin a Brilliant Rage or a Mighty Competition. Bro said I go wild on the Annie. I can't blame you. That's the best time to go wild if you're gonna go wild. Okay, so Jean's going to... Okay, fair enough. Jean is gonna go to Odin. Makes sense. But yeah, even though he's slowly drifting, he's still one of the best. So I would give him one. And do you care about ABX, ABL? Because I'm kind of curious as to why you don't have Hades built up. And if you don't have Hades, you don't have Ares either. You kind of need to build one of them. No Gladiator. Yeah, from the people you have built already, I don't see anyone that I would give another Brilliant Rage to. You know? Again, bro's asking Brilliant Rage or Mighty Competition. I literally answered that question. I asked you who you already have Brilliant Rages on. Because Odin might be fine with the Mighty Comp. If you want Odin to be strong, Mighty Comp is going to be fine. If you want him to be as strong as he can possibly be in your account, then yeah, the Brilliant Rage is probably going to be, well, not probably, it's definitely going to be better than a Mighty Comp in most cases, right? But obviously, if you had a Brilliant Comp, then that would be the best thing for him. So. After Odin, next steps to progress your account towards PvP. You're still missing some PvE characters. But if you're trying to build characters for PvP, then obviously Tier 4 Carnage, Tier 4 Hela, specifically for AC, Doom, Punisher, her with her artifact and new uniform are some key players. Quicksilver, Mr. Fantastic, Apocalypse. I personally, if I were in your position, I would be focusing on more PvE characters, but you asked about AC and stuff, like Luke Cage with his uniform and a proper build is a decent counter for Null under some circumstances in the right setup for AC. But again, I think you should get Ares or Hades built up Tier 4 for ABX, ABL. And then give one of them a Brilliant. I don't know what's going on here with Hulk, but okay. Obviously, Adam Warlock you should finish. Deadpool you should finish if you're trying to go AC. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. 6. 6, 7, 8. And you also need Gambit. Oh no, you have Kid Omega. Okay. From the agent guide selector, you chose Hulk. Wow. All right. Any final questions for me before we jump on to somebody else? You blocked me yesterday. How did I block you? If I blocked you, how are you still here? Also, oh, you mean I put you in timeout because you were spamming your account like over and over like a freaking degenerate in the chat? Alright. Bro said he's good. Alright, this one should be quick. Sploof Gaming. Bro's asking if he's on the right track. Let me see. He says he doesn't. Wait, he said non-spending. How do you have White Fox and you're non-spending? Maybe he doesn't spend any more. Okay. These two CTPs are bad. This one is bad too. 1, 2, 3. This minimum is a greed. Maximum is a brilliant conquest. Authority. You can do authority, but conquest is better. Rage is fine. Storm should be rage. Cap is PvP at this point with his newer uniform. This is bad. Egg for him. Rage is fine there. Competition. Okay. No, this conquest. Rage. Conquest. Greed is fine. The rage is fine, but so yeah, it looks like some questionable choices. I would take that from him. No, conquest. I would take that from him. He's kind of bad now. I would take that away. Well, he's non-spending, so I don't know if he's gonna pay all those crystals to take back those CTPs, but depending on how many he has in his inventory. So, not a terrible account, right? So, I would say you're on the right track with some questionable choices, but may have made those earlier before you realized what you were doing. I would build up one of these two. Not sure what's going on here. She's pretty much just an insider of liberation. Just no matter what you give her, she's gonna die in 1 or 2 hits. Let's see the cards. Yeah, these just need to be re-rolled properly. Those are fine. 2 red swords. You absolutely want to replace one of those. Ideally the first one, since it only has 2. It's +2. That get rid of that. Get a yellow sword. Try to get all of your swords to at least +4 of the same color, and you want to have 1 of each sword. Okay, should look something like this when you're done. Is it worth for you to get Shadow Ball? Again, I'm gonna tell you, for most of y'all, with your account looking like this, you should be focusing on PvE, not PvP. So I'm gonna say no to Shadow Ball for you, and you should probably focus on building up some of the characters that you already have uniforms for, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, he should even be lower. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. I would say that should be your focus, and then holding on to your crystals until something big comes. You could get a uniform for Colossus because this one is way outdated. Yeah, get one of the better ones for him. Let me see what Sploof is saying. You got attacked by me in TBA? Bro, I don't know what your account name is. If I attacked you, chances up. No, not chances. You definitely had more points than me. So, me attacking you means that I think you're strong. So, that's me showing you respect. Okay? And I don't attack people with less points than me. So, if you got attacked by me, that means you're strong. Oh, what the hell was that? Okay. Are they trying to shut down the stream? Alright, they're trying to shut down the stream, boys. Goddamn. Hold up. They're trying to shut the stream down. No. Sploof, are you still here? Just got Ghost Rider PvP card, rolled quality 7. Oh, sorry, PvE. PvE, sorry. My bad. If that's the case, I would replace the Spider-Man card, since the cable card is further along, and you do have blue all attack at the end. So, if you got the Ghost Rider card, take Spider-Man out. Actually, yeah, you definitely have to take Spider-Man out because you need the cooldown from the cable card. You're gonna lose a little bit of cooldown on that switch up, but you can roll cooldown on the Ghost Rider card. You kind of have to. Alright. I think there's a cooldown roll. Yeah, you have to roll a cooldown. Cooldown and the proc. So, good luck to you. Any last questions, Sploof? Oh, you have cooldown on it? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Craft it up, swap it in when you get a chance. Or you can wait for the next card discount, might be some time away. But you could wait for the next discount to remove cards and put it on. Alright, Sploof said he's good. Perfect, perfect. I see Devil is back to doing the same thing that he did yesterday that got him shut out. And for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and skip over you because you're not learning, bro. You're not learning. It's not a matter of how many times you spam your account because I scroll up in the chat. So, spamming your account is just going to make me see you and then realize what you're doing, and then I'm just going to skip over you. Hold up. Did I spell that wrong? Mucha lucha! Mucha lucha! $619 is Rey Mysterio, no? Small. Hold on. Really? Am I wrong? That's how he spelled it. Unless he spelled his name wrong. Ah, bro, it says your name is... it doesn't exist. Says your name doesn't exist, brother. Maybe you spelled it using like those weird letters to make. I don't think capital letters matter. Like, I really don't, but we'll see. Do you recommend me to buy the unequipped CTP pack? Is it worth it because I need to unequip a lot of CTPs? Yeah. Yep. If you need to remove, I would say... What the heck is going on? Okay. Hold on. This thing is... They don't want me to actually check no account stuff, bro. Crazy. The machines are taking over, guys. The machines are literally taking over. I have no idea why they keep stopping the stream. But I'm back. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on. The machines are trying to take over, bro. SOS, send help. I have no idea what just happened. They just... Hey, man. Where were we? Y'all, someone asked me, I think the last thing they asked me was, is it worth it to buy the CTP unequipped? Yes, it is. If you have to unequip, I would say 10 or more CTPs. To be honest, even 5, it's probably worth it. Whose account were we looking at before? The machine, bro. The AIs are taking over, bro. Yeah, we were trying to get to Mucha Lucha's account, bro, and then I don't know, but they hit us with that 619. You know what I'm saying? Rey Mysterio. They hit us with the 619 and then boom, we gone. Out of here. Let's see. Is there like a space in there or something? Ah, you forgot to add the spaces. Ah. Is there a... Okay. There we go. Okay, now we good. I have no idea what just happened, but we back. We back. We back. We back. Alright, so bro said he took a 2-year break. So let's see what's happening here. We got some brilliance, 3 brilliance, 4 brilliance, 5, a lot of brilliance for days, bro. Okay, 2 CDP on Wolverine. Cyclops with Rage. Oh, okay. Okay, so I assume this is because you don't have Crescent. Can't blame you. Yeah. So pretty much, from what I'm seeing, the only person that I would say that's a key tier 4 that you're missing is Hela. Everything else would pretty much just be for AC. Otherworld Battle. Like Apocalypse would be for like Otherworld Battle. Some seasons, primarily just AC. Hela just a support. She is a strong support though. She is a strong support. With the artifact on her, for Otherworld Battle, she lives long enough to sometimes make a difference between winning and losing. So having her at tier 4 helps. It's kind of like how people tier 4 Jeff. Jeff doesn't have iframe ignore, and he's primarily just a support. But the longer he lives, the more problems he causes. Alright. Whether it's making people target him and taking away some of the DPS from your main guy. So, I think Hela is a good tier 4 support to have. It's up to you though. Let me see what else is going on. For the PvP deck, I would say the crowd control is pretty much the only thing. Well, that and the crit rate and crit damage is a bit skewed. But besides that, it's really good. How do you get more crit damage without losing all defense? That's the question, isn't it? That's the question. And the problem is for PvP, Authority is no longer a meta CTP, or at least a top meta CTP. So a lot of your characters won't have max crit damage when you give them a conquest or a greed. So you have to put some, you have to make some sacrifices. Alright? So I have 26 and I'm pretty sure I'm under cap. No? I'm barely at the cap, bro. Barely. Jeez. Thing is, even if Elite Gear gave crit damage, would you be willing to give it up? Give up HP and attack for crit damage? Alright. The only way it would be something that people consider is if after you got 10% max HP and 10% attack, or 10% defense and 10% max HP, then you could put some points into crit damage, crit rate, etc. Right? And then people would go into that. I was attacked by you in TBA. I'm Nep. Oh, that's you? Got you back. No hard feelings, of course. No. Again, the only reason I attacked you is because I think you're strong. Like, if I see any of you guys from Nemesis, I assume that you guys are strong. So y'all are the ones that I attack. Of course, I'm not doing it to mess with you or anything personal like that. I attack you just because I want to attack strong people and see how I measure up. You know? So it's no hard feelings on both sides. But yeah, if you could get more crit damage or crit rate from here without sacrificing HP or attack, I'll be all on that, bro. How much of an improvement is the instinct to attack proc card? Honestly, it's hard to tell for me because I don't have all of my emblems maxed out. I did it when we just got it to test it comparatively to like best story ever, and I didn't see that big of an improvement. Granted, that was before characters like Odin, Luna. Well, did I have Luna with competition at that point? I can't remember. Right? But I presume once your instinct attack gets high enough, then it will make a big impact. And the thing is, there's a ceiling when it comes to attack, and I think we're reaching it, or we've already reached it. If not, we're really close. So having an all attack proc, an energy attack proc, and a physical attack proc, the next step would obviously be to go with an instinct attack proc, so that you cover all of your bases. You know? My instinct from Archive is not that great either, because I slack a lot. So I'll eventually get on that. The F4 card is good for World Boss for you. Fair enough. I tested it in World Boss. I didn't see that big of a difference, but maybe I'll test it later on once I max out a few more of the emblems and stuff and see if I see a bigger difference. Yours are about half of what I have? Damn. Then it should be easy for you to make some progress. The closer you get to being max, the harder it gets. Any additional questions for us, Mucha? And then we'll look at one more person. Nah, that's about it. I appreciate you. Let me check the chat, see what I missed while this thing was acting a fool. I see Miguel asking, but he's not putting any questions. He's just asking to look at his account. Alright, Sploof, do your thing, bro. Alright. Y'all can drop some new names in the chat because I don't know who's still here. Why is Jeffrey Epstein in my oh yeah, okay, there we go. Problem solved. We ain't friends like that, bro. I don't know you. Alright, Miguel. I need 3 questions along with your IGN, bro. You asking me to look at your account. I need 3 questions. I need your spending status and all that, bro. Trying to finish Kang. So I would take out this Crescent card for White Fox. You gotta reroll the base. This whole cable card needs to be rerolled. What's your cooldown? You need that. Yeah, the whole card needs to be rerolled. Ideally, you want it to look something along the lines of this right here. Okay, and yeah, don't mind the poison resist, but the rest of the card looks pretty solid. That's how you want yours to look. Because yeah, this card is just really bad. Really bad. Really bad, my boy. Like, the only good thing you got coming from this is some crit rate, some ignore defense, and the max. Yeah. I guess the crit rate and crit damage on the base is okay, but like, yeah, gotta reroll that. Crescent, I would take out. Ghost Rider is pretty good. Still needs to be rerolled for all attack Blue Star. Spider-Man is decent at best. Yeah, Luna needs to be rerolled too, eh? At least you got blue all attack. But yeah, the easiest card for you to reroll would be Luna. Just lock the blue all attack and then let it rip. That's the cheapest one. And then on the cable card, which would follow, you lock the crit rate and then you let it rip. Take that out. Let me see. Obviously Spider-Man you need to reroll as well. The resist not really doing anything for you. But I would focus on completing these 2 first. Swapping out Crescent. That's gonna take you long enough. You have White Fox and Guardians of the Galaxy. Which one? So I will put in White Fox if you have the proc on it. Alright. I'll put it here and then it depends. For you need the cooldown badly. So I would take out Spider-Man and then put in Guardians of the Galaxy. But then again, you'd be losing cooldown from the blue. Oh, no matter what, you're losing cooldown. And you're losing roughly the same amount of cooldown. So if that's the case, oh, it's tough. You can replace either one of them, to be honest. Either Cable or Spider-Man for best story ever. But you need the cooldown. That best story ever is gonna have to come with cooldown no matter what. Because you're at 24. Yeah. You're gonna go down to like freaking 14 or 13, depending on which card you remove. So yeah, you gotta be real careful. Your next tier 4. So that should be a PvE tier 4 for you. Oh, take that destruction off Doctor Strange. That's gross. Depends on the materials. Like, if you have a Rage and you have enough to tier 4 Doctor Strange, I would say go with Doctor Strange. Also, what are these Urus? Okay. I'm not sure why you're putting energy defense Urus, but that's bad. Recovery rate Uru, also bad. Attack speed, bad. Yikes. Maybe try to get some cooldown from your swords to fill in the gap, because I know you are low on cooldown. Do you recommend me buying the... Yeah, I answered that when I came back. If you have like 10 CTPs that you need to remove, then yeah, I would say it's worth buying it. Maybe even 5, to be honest. If it's just 1 CTP, then pay the crystals and do it that way when there's a discount. But if it's like... If it's a good amount of CTPs that you need to move around, whether it's support CTPs or DPS CTPs, then I would definitely do it. And if you're gonna buy it, get it on the website, not in game, so you get it for a little bit cheaper. Yeah, you should get your cooldown up. Oop, shoot. Yeah, you want to get your cooldown closer to 30%. That video you made yesterday night was funny. I have people complaining that the memes are too much and they're annoying and I should stop doing them. Is that how y'all feel? Y'all think the memes are bad? It's not like I put them in every video. They're like 1 or 2 videos out of thousands. I had a couple people messaging me saying they ruined the content. I was like, bro, I just try to make people laugh a little bit, you know? But yeah, Miguel, if you have a Rage, and since you already have the uniform for Doctor Strange, and he's still really good, I would say Doctor Strange is probably still in the top 10 somewhere in and around for PvE content. So I would definitely consider taking this off of him and giving him a Rage and tier 4ing him. It's a shame he didn't do it for the anniversary when there was a discount. But if you want to do like a cheaper tier 4, that's gonna be pretty impactful. Let me see. Let's go by typing and see what you got. We got Ghost Rider up. Yeah, you could use a blast villain. You really could. I think you should go with Strange. You got 4 speed. You got 3 combat. You got 7 universals. Yeah, it just makes sense to go with Doctor Strange. Yeah, go with Doctor Strange. You need some balance. You literally only have Storm for your blast. Like, I know you want to go do these 2. I would say do Null after you finish Doctor Strange. And you should probably pick up AV's uniform, because AV's uniform is going to juice your Venom and also juice your Null. Any additional questions? Why is your Kang so inconsistent? It might just be who you're fighting. That's the thing about PvP. You might look good against one person and then look worse against another person. It's not the character. It's not you. It's who you're fighting. If you're fighting somebody really, really strong, then your character will seem really weak when they're actually really good. Do you recommend buying Zeus for the epic quest? Well, you don't buy Zeus, you buy Hades, but absolutely not. Nah, bro. Zeus, the whole Olympus, out the window. Gone. Out of here. You're thinking about getting an epic quest on Black Friday? There'll probably be a new epic quest by Black Friday. So save your crystals for now. Oh, the deluxe? Nah. Maybe just wait and see if Doctor Doom comes back. You don't have his Invisible Woman, right? So wait and see what happens for Doom. He might be worth it again. Or if there's a new epic quest. Yeah, Odin is the best god now. Not sure, Kate. We'll see in a bit. I gotta make a few phone calls after the stream. Alright. Let's check one more person. Keep on with the memes. Yeah, it's not for everyone. Let's check somebody else. I think that's how you put your name in. Alright. Bro said he spends on Black Friday and Stark stashes. Characters to work on for PvP. And cards? Let me see. So you're just missing Marvel Zombies for PvP. But you should... Outside of just getting the pieces and just crafting it to see what you get and then throwing it on, you should focus on completing your PvE deck. That's what I would do. Because your attack is super low. You gotta get up your all attack and stuff. Your cooldown is insanely low. That's abysmal. Oh my god. Yeah, that's almost unplayable. 19%, brother. You gotta bring up your cooldown by like 11%. That's really, really bad. Now, you could get some of it from your swords. How your swords end up looking better than your cards is crazy. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. So you got some cooldown here. Some cooldown here. That's how he's making it work. Okay. That's how he's making it work. Yeah, he's getting a ton of cooldown. He's getting 20%, which is way more than he needs. Because now he's up to like 49 plus his alliance bonus. Yeah, so he's way over. You only need like 10 to fill the gap, but still should come back and work on the cards. Alright, so he's looking for PvP characters. PvP? No. All of these guys are pretty much just Otherworld Battle. She has a little bit of value for TBA. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of those guys are decent. 7. 8. Oh yeah, you gotta bring up this guy. Otherwise that would be a major waste. That would be a major waste to buy this and not at least build the guy. You have her artifact, so getting her uniform and giving her a proper build. If you care about PvP, he's pretty valuable for PvP stuff as well. What are you saying, Grinch? You're trying to do both sets at the same time? Good luck. Yeah, it's tough. You're planning on doing gore? I don't know what your materials look like, but you could do that if you want. Let's see, in terms of PvE characters, you're just missing what, Odin? I mean, you don't even have Odin unlocked. So it's up to you. If you prioritize PvP, which with the set that you have, you're gonna struggle in PvP. Honestly. I would not be pushing PvP and investing that much in PvP with that set. What CTPs do you have right now that you're trying to rehome? Crowd control or instinct attack on your sword? Crowd control. You have a brilliant conquest you're trying to put somewhere? Well, Wolverine would probably be the best choice. Yeah, it's Wolverine for me. It's Wolverine for me, dog. Even if I'm gonna be honest with you, even if there wasn't a discount thing that you were waiting for to get Gore's uniform, if the choice is between giving Wolverine a brilliant and giving Gore a brilliant, especially if it's a conquest, I'm definitely leaning to Wolverine because that man is so good for me. Wolverine is good for me. He's so good for me, bro. Any additional questions? He's one of your best PvP characters. He is for me too. And I can promise you, we give him that brilliant conquest, he becomes so much more consistent. Especially if you match him up against the right people. Now you're good? Alright. Faraz, I see you, but you didn't give me any specific questions, bro. You just said, tell me what to do. Bro, I don't... that doesn't give me a very, like, targeted thing, bro. Like, I'm gonna go to your account, right? Well, you gotta give me more, bro. You gotta give me more to go on, bro. So, Stark Stash. And you said, tell you what you need to do. You gotta give me something more than that, bro. So you can replace this card with Ghost Rider. Alright, so you have a PvP deck coming along, so you know what pieces you need, presumably. It would be Best Story Ever, Luna Snow, and Crescent. Those are the 3 pieces you're missing. Since it tell you what to do, I'll give you a general overview of what I think. Alright, so Tier 4 Odin, pick up his new uniform. Tier 4 Wanda, so competition, rage. Tier 4 him since you already have his uniform. Tier 4 her. What's your combat situation? You got Venom. You need a better combat villain. You have Hulk and you have Blessing of Asgard. Oh my god, that's such a bad set, bro. What the hell, bro? What the hell is this? Bro's running a movement speed ISO set. In 2026, guys, bro is running a movement speed ISO set. My god. He doesn't seem like he doesn't know what to do. So I think this might just be an early mistake that he just never went back to fix. He probably doesn't even know it's still there. But that's crazy. Yeah, because none of his other characters have that. So, I'm not gonna roast him too hard. I think it's just something that he did early on when he started playing and he forgot about. Is Kang or Gore better for PvP? Kang, baby. Kang banging. In my opinion, top 2 PvP characters right now on their own, no assistance from anybody else, is Sentry and Kang, bro. If we're talking about assistance, then maybe you could try and justify a spot for Null in the top 2, but he gotta lean so heavy on his right-hand man, Agent Venom. For us, I think for you, where you're at right now, you're a long way off being able to really truly compete in PvP. You have 2 of the 5 pieces that you need. You're missing 3 more pieces, and then you still need to craft these. You still need to re-roll this. And you still need to change that for PvE, so you're not there yet, but you're not doing terrible. I think you should make Luna Snow your next tier 4 if you have a competition to give her. Like, what are your CTPs right now? For Otherworld Battle, who should I invest in for your characters? These 2 are really good for Otherworld Battle. Cap is not bad if you give him my egg, but he needs to be tier 4. Hela and Jeff are really good for Otherworld battle as well. You have Mighty Conquests, Greed, and Rage. Okay, then. And I guess until you get competition, you're gonna have to throw one on Luna Snow and get her up, man. Because if you look at your speed, you have Moon Knight, which is good, but Black Widow is not really gonna do much for you. You need Luna. You absolutely need Luna. So I think that should be your next tier 4. As much as you want to lean into PvP, I think your next tier 4 should be Luna Snow. Then you can come back and try to start do something for Odin. And then from there you can start doing some of the PvP ones that you want to do. Alright, Faraz, you have any additional questions? Do you recommend buying old uniforms that feature in team-up collections to get the tokens? Only if you have all of the meta uniforms. When I say meta, I mean you have the DPSs and the supports, and you have extra crystals. Then you can do that. And it has to be like the good team up collections. It can't just be like the trash ones, like for example the Fantastic Four or the Defenders. Like I wouldn't buy uniforms for these. Even this one I don't think I would buy uniforms for. The only ones I would say probably worth buying a uniform for is this one, because we have 3 meta characters in here. We have Moon Knight, we have Ghost Rider, and we have Doctor Strange. And then this one has Wolverine and Storm. Deadpool is okay. And then this one, obviously, we have Venom, we have Null, we have Silver Surfer, we have Miles in here, we have Spider-Man, so that would make sense to buy uniforms for. Guardians of the Galaxy really just has Adam Warlock. So yeah. Best CTP for Odin is Competition. If you don't have Competition, the second best is Rage. And then the third best, by a landslide, would be Judgment. Like, it's far down there. So like if we're talking about Competition is up here, Rage you can see, and then, you know what I'm saying, that's a big drop off there. You should replace this card if you have the Ghost Rider card. It's good to keep best story ever. Especially for you. Until you have a better PvP deck, this is gonna give you HP and stuff. HP and defense. This one you're only really gonna be losing. Oh, you have way more cooldown than you need. So this one you're going to be losing cooldown and crit damage. You can do without the cooldown and the crit damage you can get elsewhere. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to head out. I wish I could have done more, but the stream was acting up. We've been here for over 2 hours. Appreciate you guys. If you didn't get reviewed today, there's always tomorrow. I'm here for about 2 hours every day, so thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Take care. Peace.